Tsukumogami in Japanese folklore is the idea that objects, tools, instruments, furniture receive souls after being well loved for 100 years. As technology takes hold of a civilization, I wonder if these ideas are transposed. Can objects in a digital world develop souls? And if so, by what time is that measured? The digital or real world? Welcome to Neuromancer 777, a paradise planet I discovered. About a week ago, people started flocking to the planet, building bases for some unexplained reason. Now we pick up from the previous episode, where I plan to visit all of the bases on the planet. F-Shack Resort and Bar Grill. This is a base I've really been looking forward to visiting, as I love the ambience of a 50s American diner, and for some reason that name conjured up that dusty roadside feel to me. As I walked close to light speed towards the planet, I imagined a waitress asking me if I wanted waffles or coffee, in my idealised daydream of an American diner. Wow, this is actually amazing. Look at this. I sprinted out of the landing bay as quickly as I could. As I negotiated around my ship, I could see all of the bases in the background yet to be discovered. And then there it was, every bit as grand as I imagined. Not even this curled up groovily boy could stand in my way. As I made my way down the incline towards this Frankie and Benny's on acid, I wondered to myself, how do people find the inspiration to chip away with chisel to stone, following that initial vision, that initial dream, until arriving at something that perhaps even surpasses what the original vision even was. Every single building I came across, there was something different, a unique vibe drawn from a different culture. I'd witnessed European medieval towers, futuristic Norse Viking cafes, and now a sunny bar and grill resort. This called for a lift from a special friend. Oh, that was totally worth it. Thanks a lot, Gratina. What a good boy. I wonder if the creator of this bar got inspiration from Dave the Diver. Regardless, the decor was absolutely amazing. I just can't believe the level of detail here. I wondered how long I would have had to wait here for the owner of the actual base to turn up. Oh well. No rest for the wicked. This little walkway looked intriguing, so I thought I'd check it out. Little did I know there was an awesome surprise waiting for me, in the form of this beautifully rendered swimming pool, complete with high dive, with the glass wall of the bar positioned for some prime people watching. I had this overwhelming urge to try something out in the swimming pool, just as an experiment. Well, only one way to find out. Well, here goes. No way there are fish in the swimming pool? That's got to be against health and safety regulations. This is the life. All I need now is to crack open a cold one and just soak in the atmos. Before leaving, there was something I was desperate to try out. think you can guess what I'm going to do now. Oh yeah, boy. Is this actually going to work? Oh. Oh. Whee! Take a nice refreshing dip. Having gotten extraordinarily waylaid with my exploration of this base, I thought I'd resume my little journalistic experiment. The furniture was so beautifully placed, and I loved the use of glass everywhere. This chessboard and light fitting were absolutely perfect for the setting. This may actually be my favourite place yet that I've visited on this planet. Every single piece of furniture, every single wall, everything seems perfectly placed, like a beautiful Mozart piece. The only thing missing were alien bartenders, something I later discovered was possible with player-based builds. It seemed to hit that Goldilocks sweet spot of being not too big, not too small, and there was plenty to explore. As I went upstairs, I wondered what else was here, and I was met with some really nice graffiti and some light fittings. And I just loved how irregular the shape was, yet somehow organic and flowing. Definitely a base I want to come back to and chill in future. I'd actually crashed into this base more times than I care to mention. Maybe save that for the blooper reels. This is the first sky base that I've visited on this planet, and whilst it's no Laputa castle in the sky, it's certainly not without its charm. Whilst this base wasn't as big as some of the others I'd visited, there were some interesting details. It almost gave off the vibe of a roadside service station that you might find in the UK, or maybe an IKEA. We meet again, number one. Entering the base, I noticed there was an alien bartender and some battle tables. "1 pint of your strongest grog, please, good sir." Being a child of the 80s, where every single shop that I passed with an arcade I couldn't help but have a go at, I had that same rush of endorphin as I approached the table in this new addition to the game, which is a Pokemon style arena battle. Not to worry though, these aren't actually the companions that are doing battle, but virtual versions of them. Now I have an ace up my sleeve here. I have an S-Class companion pet in the form of Felly Felly. He about to wreck some fools, oh yeah. I started off with Rampage as it builds up its attack, and it hit it for 199. Let's see what it can do in response. Not a lot as it appears. Rampage again. Hits it for 382 as it ramps up its power. The opponent tries to heal. Boom! Rampage wrecks it for 570. Felly Felly is victorious. The second combatant out of 3. Let's see what he can do here. Rampage again. Boom, one hit kill, 1600 points of damage. Yeah, boy. This is the last opponent now, and they're going for the defensive. Going to go for Rampage again. Boom, one hit kill. Feli just wrecks the entire field. I've got to admit, Feli is totally OP. He just completely wrecks any adversary you put in front of him. He's unstoppable. He's also a very good boy to boot. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, Triforce Tower. As I landed the unfathomable, my Corvette ship, I don't think I could have ever imagined what came next. I looked out over the fields, all those player bases yet to be explored, but perhaps the most intriguing was the one we were about to encounter. There I caught a glimpse of it in all its glory, the unmistakably iconic Master Sword, built as an enormous tower in the distance. I felt that it was only fitting to summon my most capable of steeds, Feli. And there it was at long last. I'd arrived at Triforce Tower. Here's a glimpse of that beautiful Master Sword monument behind me as I approach Triforce Tower. Firstly, this Triforce icon is absolutely awesome. Just as I'm about to make my way to the tower, Feli decides to lay an egg. Yeah, hardly the time for that, mate. Intriguing. Most intriguing. We have a biomech suit terminal, a broken teleporter, as you do. As I ascended the stairs, I took note of these pyramid type structures, which really gave off a Zelda type of vibe. And these towers are absolutely spectacular, with the Triforce icon once again. Such a great use of the stone components to create these archways and all of these levels to the towers. I'm definitely getting one of those sandy Zelda village vibes, sort of Moroccan inspired Zelda villages. Love these little canapes. I'm finding the devil's in the detail with these places, these bases. There's so many different corridors and walkways to explore. I didn't know which way to turn next. By the way, I love that shadow of the dragon just casually flying overhead. So magical. What's behind here? Ooh. Very cool. This place is absolutely huge. Love these archways here and the way the stairs are naturally integrated into the structure. And inside the hut I find a solitary flower in a canister. I wonder if this is a nod to the pots that you break in Zelda. Just how awesome does this look? I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I'm really genuinely blown away by the artistry of the people that have inhabited this planet. I'm so fortunate. And as you can see, there are many bases for me left to explore on this planet of mine. So if you like this series, drop me a comment, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.